What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking The Penguin, episode 7. We're getting close to the end, titled, oh, that's not the right title. Where is it at right there? Top Hat. Talking about Dragon Ball Diamond. No, Top Hat. Top Hat, Top Hat, Top Hat. Oz fights to preserve everything he's built, while Sophia makes a shocking discovery. Guys, I want to let you know, if you didn't already, that this is going to be spoiler-filled. Me and my guest over here are going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out, as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And if you're feeling all of this energy, please follow us on social media, handles on the screen, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Lamont, they left us with the cliffhanger at the end of episode 6. And my bad, man, how you doing, man? Let the people know how you doing out there.
I am good. I'm happy to be here. I'm in the building. The all-knowing, all-loving, all-feeling, all-seeing, all-powerful. Sexy as hell, damn, all everything in the building with B. Avery. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. They left us on the cliffhanger, man, at the end of episode 6. Sophia was right outside the apartment, ready to go upside Vic and Miss Francis' head with some type of crowbar, hammer, I don't know, something metal. And then, I was like, oh, gosh, what the hell? And we see where we start now. And this episode was even better, man. The cliffhanger paid off to me. What are your general impressions of this episode? Where you were? How you feeling?
Man, you heard me complain last week that was a hell of a cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. I'm talking that was the kind of cliffhanger that take your ass all the way to hell. That's how deep it was. I was so ready to see what was going to happen. And they didn't give it to us in the beginning, which is fine, because overall, as they unfolded the episode, this episode was better than the previous episode. And I enjoyed the places that they went with this story. And B. Avery, Colin Farrell said that over the course of these next 2 episodes, something would be revealed that would make us really hate the Penguin. And do you feel that was revealed in the beginning of this episode?
Maybe. Maybe, and we can definitely talk about it. And I won't spoil it here, but not to sound too obnoxious, guys. But I did. I did see the final episode, so I know if it was fulfilled in this episode or the next. But I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. But you're just gonna have to watch to see if they was telling the truth or they were lying. But I will say that they stuck the landing with the show. Overall,
what
they stuck the landing. That's the only thing I'll say. But I had to tease y'all a little bit. I don't want to spoil nothing if they did it this episode. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Okay, we don't.
But
know.
We do know what Penguin did at the beginning of this episode. Man, this dude is cray, man. Like, wow, Lamont, you kill your brothers, man. We've been trying to figure out what happened between his siblings throughout this whole show, and we knew that he had something to do with it. Whether it was, or I don't know, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think I was guessing that, but we didn't know exactly what happened, man. If it was an accident or on purpose, was it malicious? And it was, man. Just because he wanted to spend some extra time with his mama? Who is to blame? What's your thoughts?
Talk about some real deal a mama's boy issues.
Man.
He just took that to the next level. I mean, just the ultimate damn mama's boy. He's compensating for that. Maybe he's compensating because he has the injury. At the end of the day, I do think that this is the thing that Colin Farrell was talking about. He killed his brothers and tried to pretend like they was in a movie theater, all because he wanted his mama's attention all to himself. He wanted to suck on the teat of the mama by himself. And in order to accomplish that, he killed his brothers. So that just let us know, anytime that his brothers was mentioned by Vic or his mama, that's why he went nuts, because he's holding on to all the guilt of what he did by drowning these dudes. But that led me to another question, B. Avery. And the question was this. He drowned his brothers underground in the train areas, right? So why is he so happy to be back down here running his organization in the train areas when we know that psychologically he's dealing with the trauma of having killed his brothers, leaving them in there for the rain to kill him? So where's that connect at?
Well, I don't know if I would use the word that he's happy. I don't know if I would use that word. He definitely has some ties to those sewers. Definitely,
Yeah.
maybe this is some type of coping mechanism, to where he is filled with guilt, and this is his way of dealing with it or processing it. I don't know. We got any
Okay.
therapists in the chat?
Okay.
Let us know in the comment section. But I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, he definitely does have some ties to it. But there's no coming back from this. There's not.
Zero.
Whether this is the revelation that the creators was talking about as far as us hating Oz towards the end of the show or not, there's just no coming back from this. I mean, and you have to think, at this point in time, does his mother know that it was him that was responsible for it? What do you think? Do you think she does know, or you think she's a bit oblivious right now?
I think that when Sophia had that conversation, it crystallized. Like, I think that she had inklings in her mind that Oz had something to do with it. But because you love someone so much, because you don't want to believe that that's the truth, you sometimes don't deep dive into it, and you'll push it to the side because you're a little afraid of finding out the truth. And I think that's what she did with Oz. And Sophia just basically, she broke the levees, pun intended, to let her know exactly what happened. And did y'all catch the Easter egg by the title of this episode, Top Hat? Top hat is something that Penguin typically wears in the comics religiously, and sometimes he had gadgets and things that can take you out underneath that top hat. And so, shouts out to the screenwriters that put together all these little Easter eggs and all this great writing that sprinkled us to these grand moments that have just elevated this plot.
This is true. When good observation. When he was a little boy, he was watching TV, and they had all the gentlemen on stage in black and white, dancing with the top hats and the canes and stuff like that. It is around the 9 to 10 minute mark. Actually, 10 minutes and 14 seconds, if you want to go to the exact spot right now where they're playing that in the episode. But like I said, man, good observation. Great job there. So the mother will find out definitely that he was responsible for the death of his sibling. Okay. I agree with you there. And I cannot wait for that confrontation. Now, while I love the ending of this episode, there was something, Lamont, that really did rub me the wrong way. That kind of pissed me off. I did not like the conclusion to a certain character. Can you guess who I'm talking about, sir?
Oh, Mr. Maroney. I know you ain't like that.
Man.
I know you did not like him getting beat. You had a geriatric versus a cripple, and the geriatric lost to the cripple.
That was, I was hot. I was hot. And so the fact that Oz was over talking crap too, talking about, I beat you, Maroney, I beat you. And he like, come on, Oz is thick as hell, so he can take some blows. He can't really fight, but he can take some hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just like the fact that it just came down to like one-on-one, hand-to-hand, man-to-man. That is what's up right there. Just mano y mano, bro. Just taking it back to the beginning. And it fell apart because he had a heart attack or a stroke or something. I mean, and I guess it's realistic given his age, but I mean, come on, man. This is like the episode before the season finale. I'm trying to get some fireworks. I'm not trying to, God. And Penguin an asshole anyway. So it's just, it wasn't deserving. It wasn't.
It wasn't necessarily that it wasn't that he had a heart attack. You remember, he got shanked in prison, and that injury has not healed yet.
You're right.
And did you catch? Oz gave him a punch right to the gut where he got shivved at. And so that's what happened to him. The pain from being stabbed all up in the gut 50, 1,100 million times, Oz seized on that, made the man fall down. But this had to get on your nerves too. After basically he checked his pulse and he was dead.
Yeah.
Was you feeling the way Oz shot my man 2 to the heart and almost 1 to the head? I know you wasn't feeling that.
No, because he gets credit for I thought I was muted. He gets credit for everything, bro. People, his whole crew or whatever's left thereof, because of the ending of this, but at the time, they like, yeah, he beat his ass. You got your ass whooped and he passed out. And you getting the credit for all this work. This dude is always getting his hand caught with the cookie jar, but he is always able to just crawl, slime, slither his way out of it and flip it and make it seem like he the man on top. I mean, I guess that's the definition of a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so
Damn, dude.
You know,
B,
but it's still,
you just gave the description of the brain from the Ninja Turtles. God, crawl, slither. Come on, man.
It really grinded my gears, man. And also, I mean, I really enjoyed Maroney going up the side of his head with the golf club, with the golf stick in his house. It's like, yes, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, Sophia, what do I do? I got him right here. Can we kill him? Can we kill him?
I ain't like that part. I ain't like that part. Like, dude, you know you're not gonna kill him right now. What's the point in having his mama? You know you came there because you wanted to torture him and you want to get the organization in that moment, in that moment that you're referencing, in that moment. Later on, after you get to the organization, then you ain't got to ask no questions. You just kill him then. But in that moment, you know you weren't going to kill him, so just beat his ass. Make the other leg cripple. Don't be doing all this. Sophia, can I have your permission to whip his ass?
I got you.
She was teaching you how to swing the golf club so that when you saw his pump butt, you could take him out and make something else on him crippled. That was the point, Maroney.
They probably should have took Vic hostage too. You know, they just left him.
I had questions. I got questions for you about that. I was just going to wait till you get there, but I got questions about that.
Go ahead with your questions.
First, I was really happy that she didn't kill Vic.
Right.
And to be honest with you, man, the way that Sophia has been moving, it's hard to say that she's evil. She's not evil.
Not at all.
I mean, she's a little she's a little crazy based on her pleasures with Dr. Rush Out the Panty Drawers and some other little things, the way she put on her makeup looking like the Ultimate Warrior and shit. She's a little nuts, but she's not evil.
Right,
you know? And the fact that she didn't kill Vic says to me she has a heart. And the fact that she hasn't killed the mama says that she's still humane. But this is the thing. And do you feel like, golly, it's hard to ask you these things because you already know what's going to happen.
Just ask me anyway.
Do you feel like we should have at least got a look at how Vic tried to handle the situation, or are you comfortable with them eluding that she snuck in, hit Vic in the head, and then dealt with the mama?
I'm okay either way. I'm okay either way. I mean, this way works well. I don't feel that there was any wasted screen time because we got so much information of Penguin, of Oz as a child, as a teenager, which really did, paint the picture of who he's been this whole season. So, I mean, could they have maybe shot another 2 or 3 minutes to give us a scene of her going in that wrecking shop? Yeah, that would have been a nice bonus. But it wasn't necessary for me. By the end of this episode, I wasn't just saying to myself, man, I wish they would have shown what happened, when she went in there and kicked the door in, you know what I'm saying? So I'm good on that. Go ahead.
I think it was well done too. I mean, like that, when I say that, B, that's like the tiniest 1/8 of an integer request. It's not even a nitpick. It's just something I would have liked to see. But when he asked Vic to go get the Calvary. Now, this is where my wheels was turning. Who is Vic gonna go get? Now, you've already seen it, but my wheels got to turning that Vic would go get. When you talk about go get the Calvary, who the hell does Vic has as a Calvary other than his people in Crown Point? So I'm thinking either he's gonna go get people from Crown Point, or he's gonna go and try to get the Batman, or he might even go try to get that politician that Oz beat up to round up the rest of that network that was involved with the politician. These were the questions I had about Vic also. Who's going to be his padre?
Yeah, you headed in the right direction. I mean, it would be anybody in Crown Point, but remember the organizations that he teamed up with at the end of the last episode that he popped the bottles with, popped the beers with. Apparently they're an organization now, so he may be going to go get them or something. So... but yeah, that's a good little assessment right there. I want to ask you this though. Now, after seeing this episode and her Penguin's mom, Frances, her name is Frances, right? I ain't tripping on her.
Francis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Francis.
it's Francis. Yeah.
Her mind is continuing to deteriorate. She was talking a bunch of ish in front of Sophia, spit in her face, or slapped her. I can't remember. She did either one of them.
Slapped the fire out of her. I mean, slapped her so hard that makeup went right off her face.
Then she went over to the window and just started reminiscing on the past. And Sophia was like, "Oh, she's having an episode right now. Where do you think you are?" I don't feel sorry for her. I think her mother is horrible, but she's not worse than the Mothers on Power, though. Well, we can talk about that later. At this point, I'm sorry, I need to get to the point. At this point in time, how do you feel about the mom? Is she going to live or is she going to die by the end of the show?
No, she's going to live now. She's going to you couldn't have told me that when this season started, I put money on the mama or the girlfriend was going to die. I put money on that. Okay. I put money on it. And now I'm starting to turn because we know the girlfriend's not going to die. At least we don't think so. And Sophia is not that heartless that she would kill this woman. I just don't see Sophia kill. Now, somebody else could kill her. Maybe Dr. Rush out the panty draws because he is trying so hard and he got on my damn nerves, B. Avery. Bringing in the red light specials, like what they used to do with them chicks in Gotham to really put the psychosis on the mama.
That was really weird.
Well, they do. That's old tactic that they used to do to people, basically as a psychological torture tactic, something they used to do to people back in the day. And with Julian Rush, he started out as just kind of innocent bystander, but he's fully in now as he's an antagonist. He is trying to thwart Penguin, and he's starting to turn into be someone who's quite evil.
I was going to ask you that. Is he a prominent villain in the comics somewhere that you are aware of that I am not?
I'm not aware of that, no. Okay. I'm definitely not aware of that. But I told you, me and my wife have soft spots for some of these moms, and I have a soft spot for Penguin's mom because up until this moment with Sophia, she had been pushing out of her mind what really happened to her kids. And then when she had that dementia moment and blacked out and Sophia revealed everything, she blacked out for a moment and then she caught herself and slapped her. And then that's when Sophia was like, bring in the mental torture games. We about to play with your mind.
I was about to stay on Dr. Rush and your panty draws, but you brought the mom back up, and I think I may have to retract what I just said, because I said I don't feel sorry for the mother. We got to know her, at the time of these flashbacks. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she was in her 30s or something, upper 30s. I'm assuming. I don't know, given Oz's age. Mm-hmm. Having one child kill your other two children is possibly one of the worst things that any mother could go through, other than your family being murdered in front of you or you're being raped or something like that. I don't want to speak for women, but I know it's up there. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong down there. That is going to send you through a mental roller coaster that you may, understandably so, never recover from. Based off that, can't we feel sorry for the mother? Because the reason why is, on one hand, I think it's disgusting to put so much pressure on your child, like, hey, I need you to come and save me because, we're not living the best life. You got to promise me that you're going to do this, that, and program your child. But at the same time, we don't know what she went through with the father of her children, for one. I don't want to make assumptions. And two, again, she's dealing with her child that murdered her other two children. So is that a good enough reason to feel sorry for this woman? Miss Francis, let me know.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Let's just say even if she knew the whole truth, like I said, I don't think she knows the whole truth. I think she's assuming without looking for the truth. But even let's just assume she knows the truth. As a parent, you've got one child that killed your other two. And if you basically take this one child that did those dastardly deeds at this young age, because the youthfulness of the age can possibly make a difference. Are you really going to send this child to boarding school or to juvenile detention, and then you won't have any kids, and now you're sitting here wondering what life is like not having any relationship with your children?
Man.
Any relationship. And
that's a hard pill to swallow, bro.
It's very right. It's so that's why I think she's in a little bit a state of denial because she doesn't want to go there because all she has left now is Oz. That's all she's got left.
Look, I'm gonna say this, but this is based off somebody that does not have children. I don't, you do.
Okay.
So of course my mind could change on an instant if God ever blesses me with children, which I hope He does someday. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking on some wood right here.
Right.
Praise Jesus, praise the Lord, praise God. Now, I think I would send my child off to some type of boarding or specialist school, man, because I think I would be enabling the child, letting them know that this behavior is okay and there are no consequences for it. And this could not be a one-off. I could be raising the next serial killer. And because me and my selfish needs, I'm not doing what I need to do to cease and desist, to stop this. You know? I may not have no children anymore, and I may be miserable for the rest of my life, but you know, you gotta plug up the cracks before it gets too late. And man, that's just how I feel now. You know.
Right. And I'd say that's one way to look at it. But another way to look at it is that she realizes everything you just said. And instead of him going to boarding school to get trained to do the right thing, maybe that's why she talks to him and slaps him around the way she does, because maybe she got real tough on that ass as if she is the boarding school because she doesn't want him to turn out to be what he did. But then we can't say that because she clearly is doing business with gangsters. She's clearly sending her kids out there to give up the records and the books to gangsters. Oz knew it, even though the other two kids seem to not know it. And so maybe on one hand, she's fixing her guilt by not sending the child away. And then on the other side of her guilt, she's trying to be super tough on Oz the rest of his life so that he doesn't turn out to be a fucktard, which he did anyway.
Right. A big one. A huge one. A huge one. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. There's some pretty deep stuff over here, man. Show's incredible. Earlier you said Sophia is not evil. Is she going to kill the little girl that she took in the greenhouse? She saw the mask. She's at the station. She's like, hey, little girl. That little girl asked her too. Did you kill my family? Did you kill my mommy and daddy? This little girl ain't 6 years old. She's of age. She knows what's going on, Lamont. Is she going to come back for revenge in Penguin season 7?
We talked about this. We talked. Remember when they came and took the little girl? I said I thought it'd be better if Sophia just adopted her and kept her herself. Remember, we talked about this for this specific reason. She's going to have to do something about the little girl, and I get that she don't want to do anything because she took out what she felt like was all the bad people in the family so that this little girl could have a new beginning and thrive in a family that normally shuts women down. But the problem is this little girl is about to shut you down in terms of the law. And so I do think this is going to be a situation she's probably going to let Dr. Rush out his panty drawers, handle this situation somehow, some way. And if not that, maybe Penguin get wind of this little girl and then snatch her up and use her for some kind of insight into Sophia to have something over Sophia's head.
I hope not. That would be awful. The children are innocent.
I don't think. Yeah, they are. I don't think Penguin would kill her. I'm not saying he would kill her, but I think he would use her as leverage for sure.
Yeah, most likely. What's crazy though is Sophia actually, was straight up with the little girl too. Like, look, your family wasn't good people. They got what they deserve. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. That's crazy, bro. Like, some people are just born into stuff to BS, and you can't do nothing about it. Yeah. She was born into her family being murdered, and the murderer saying, "Yeah, they deserved it." Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then a lot of people who are born into this foolishness don't have counseling, and that since their parents wasn't taught that counseling was a good thing, parents didn't get counseling, and so now you have these children who are thrust into this stuff and not getting the kind of help that they really and truly need to overcome the type of things that your own mind might be telling you. Like you said, the killer is telling you, I killed the family so that you can have a better life. Think about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is some wild stuff. That is some wild
Yeah. I killed your
stuff.
mama and daddy so that you can
But this
have
is good.
a better life.
Yeah, this is good. You should be happy.
But then she's saying that while this girl is stuck in a 2x2 bedroom where the beds look like what come off of stars, little miniature mattresses and shit. Look like they took the bed frame from the Salvation Army. I ain't signed up for that.
Yeah, man.
That's not the little girl. I ain't signed up for that.
This is awful. Shout out to the little girl, man. Hopefully she makes it and she is okay. She is okay. But Oz called Sophia. Hey, man, give me my stuff back. Give me my mama. What does she have in exchange? What did he have in exchange? I'm tripping.
Her organization.
Right.
Her drugs. Right. Her organization.
Yeah, man. And I was on the edge of my seat, bro.
Me too.
When that G-Wagon pulled up. Hey, I know you guys didn't sign up for this, but this is where we are right now. So put your finger on the trigger and hide. Penguin, the G-Wagon's on the way. Go down this long tunnel. I didn't know what was going to happen, Lamont. And then somebody hops out the car, runs away. That was a small plot hole right there because they said the door was locked. So whoever was driving and tried to run out, I don't think they got out of there. But, okay, it's a small little nitpick right there. But, man, what they did with the camera right here, man, of you not knowing if Sophia was in the car or not when she was on the phone with Oz. And you know what's crazy is the penguin was sure that his mama was back there dead. When he opened the back door, didn't see nothing back there. And she's like, I have a present for you. Did you see it yet? And he opened the back door. The way that he looked at that tarp or whatever, or that blanket, that cover, and like the calmness that came over his body, his facial expression, he was like, oh shit, my mom is up under here. And this is it. I'm about to cry my eyeballs out. You know, it was a sigh of relief in a way when he revealed it, but that was just great acting, great setup, great everything, man. My heart was pumping, Lamont. My blood was boiling.
Me too.
How was you feeling doing this little exchange right here, man?
Man, I sat right on up. It made me had to go to the bathroom. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah. Like, is it really over just like that? This is the October surprise. I'm not used to October surprises on TV. That's only politics. And so I was like, whoa, where are we going with this? And it just really made me ready for the next episode, bro. I was like, what we about to do here? What is going on?
Yeah, man, it shows how big of an asshole the penguin is, man. He didn't warn nobody. He just gonna run away. I mean, snake in the grass, King Cobra style, man. Like, this dude is despicable, man. Really don't give a damn about nobody but himself.
And he just made this pact with all these burrows that he's going to take care of everybody, you know, that strengthen numbers and that we join together. And every time he get a chance to disappear like Houdini, his slow walking ass is gone. Yeah. like, dude, how do you let a man like that actually disappear as many times as he did? He need to go start himself a show in Vegas. Because if you can really get folks that big to disappear, boy, everybody can make some damn money. He need to go to Vegas.
You're hilarious. Yeah. You stupid. But Sophia blows up the spot, man. Puts a hole in the street. She a terrorist now, but I don't blame her, man. She pissed off, you know. Hopefully not too many people were hurt on the surface level, but everybody down there, they signed up for this. You know, go ahead.
Man, that would be, golly, that kind of reminded me of how this series started with the Riddler blowing up the levees. It's like all the bad guys in the city love to blow up, you know, neighborhood block level stuff. And at the end of the day, that was one of the only moments you could say Sophia is evil. Because there's no way you cause that much street level damage and nobody don't get hurt. That's innocent.
Well, yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah. Everybody downstairs in the lair, I think at least 80% of them are dead. They out of there, if not all of them.
They're done. They're done.
Yeah. And then
what do you think about her basically destroying the product too?
I mean, I think it was a calculated move. You know, I mean, she probably feel like, let me just hurt Oz as much as I can and I can grow more. You know, I got the formula over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let me just take him down. If I kill him, great. But if I don't kill him, he makes it out. I have a contingency. She has somebody come knock him out and kidnap him. You know, but if he does even get away, at least he lost everything, you know? So, yeah, man. And yeah, he's kidnapped, bro. And, you know, they did that little flashback of him with his mama again. And she talking about, save me, baby, save me. But another great episode, man. What did I leave out, man? What plot points, story points, character arcs that I not address that we need to get off our chest?
Man, you dug into this one, buddy. You I don't know how you did this in 30 minutes, but boy, you dug into this one as if we went a whole hour on the series, and it was so many things to discuss. You went in depth with this one, man. I tell you what, folks, you better batten down the hatches. This season finale is going to be a barn burner. Gotta be. Because now we've got a crippled man hiding in the shadows somewhere, penguining around as if nobody knows who he is. He can't be seen, who is probably very, very upset. He's a wounded animal right now. And then we've got to figure out, what is Vic going to do? How is Vic going to get back into this fight? What's going to happen to him? Is Sophia satisfied with her good works? There's a lot of questions for this finale that have got to play out. And we're going to be right here breaking it down as if we're John Madden and Al Michaels, but we're doing it for TV shows.
Right on, right on. You said it, man. I love it, Lamont. I love it. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for our Penguin Episode 7 recap for Top Hat. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. We will be here same time, same place for the season finale. As Lamont said, it will be a barn burner. Before we head out of here, man, what you got going on your lovely channel for all the good people to look forward to?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking forward to what's going on my channel, it's going to be some more politics. Most of the TV shows I'm going to be doing for probably the next couple of weeks is going to be with B. Avery, to be honest with you. Other than that, it's going to be politics. I am considering doing Yellowstone. If you like great, compelling TV, Yellowstone is it. And I am a person who has a wide range of diversity when it comes to the things that I watch. I like complex shows. Every now and then I do like simple shows, but I've noticed sometimes when I get into shows that are too complex, my audience doesn't watch. Doesn't matter to me because I'm still review it if I like it. So if you're down with Yellowstone, please leave us a comment. If you're down with superhero commentary, leave a comment and know that B. Avery has got his super duper show that we do. And definitely, if you're up for politics, me and the living legend Larry are most likely going to be going for a live stream Wednesday at noon to recap all the things that happen and give you guys tips on how you can protect yourself if there looks like there's going to be another riot that's not just on the Capitol, but probably in some neighborhood capitals near you. Right on, man. Really do appreciate that. And yeah, like Lamont just said, man, we actually this is an older episode of Super Duper where we talk another superhero comic book stuff. It's me, Lamont, and One Take Big Dog. We just filmed another one last night, which I'm gonna be posting. Well, by the time y'all see this, it's gonna be on Sunday. So we would have posted it already. We talked about Blade being canceled and a whole bunch of stuff, just superhero comic book stuff. So make sure you check all that out. We would really appreciate it. Also, and subscribe to my channel. This is the main channel right here. Videos, lives, all that. Also subscribe to my second backup clips channel. And so just subscribe. And, I've been talking about Venom. It's a, out of theater reaction. Got a non-spoilery review and a spoilery review as well. And also check out my Dragon Ball Daima content as well, because if you're into that, I'm covering that too. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.